What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Average Homeowner's YouTube channel. On today's video, we're going to do a deep dive, install, setup, and review on the Arlo Essentials outdoor camera. Now, that said, we are not going to be using them as outdoor cameras. We're going to set them up here inside the shop as our shop security cameras. On the house, I've actually got a hardwired system of 8 cameras, but out here in the shop, I don't have the wiring required to be able to hardwire my system and get it pulled back into the house. We do have Wi-Fi out here, however. We've got a modem over in the corner, which is going to allow us to set up the Arlo 2-camera system inside the shop for a little bit extra security protection. Like always, we went ahead and got this off of Amazon, so if you're going to order it or give it a try, I've got a link down in the description below. I've used Arlo before in the past and had a great experience, so let's go ahead and get these unboxed, installed, set up, and reviewed. That way I can give you my honest feedback on what I think of these cameras. Let's get into it. Okay, so for unboxing, let's go ahead and see what comes in the package. We are going to have 2 Arlo cameras. Charging cable, setup instructions, protected by Arlo sticker, which will probably just go for me on the shop cabinets. We've got our installation plates and our installation brackets. Now, there we go, protected by Arlo Smart Security on the cabinet. Anytime we get a sticker, it goes up there. So we've got all of our components unpacked. I will tell you some of the things that we've done to get ready for this video. I've went ahead and pulled these out of the box previously and charged them up. You always want to charge them fully before install. We've also downloaded the Arlo Home Security app. And the reason it's so good to pre-download the app and charge these cameras is when you're setting them up, you want to be able to see what angles and views you have. So we're going to go ahead and pair these cameras to the app now, and then we're going to go ahead and pick our install locations. Leave the protective covers on for now. There's no reason to pull these off yet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go with the Arlo app that we've already downloaded, and we're going to pair these cameras. That way we have them ready so that we can see our angles when we're setting up the cameras. We want to do this first before we do anything, because if you don't know where to put your cameras based on what you want to see, it makes it very hard to install and you have to keep moving them. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to put the screen right here so you can watch along as we go, is click Add Device. We're going to select Cameras. We're going to select Essential Series, and then Outdoor Camera, 2nd generation. We do have the button on the top. We're going to click Continue. Press and hold the pairing button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And we've got a blue light flashing on the front of the camera, and we're going to click Continue. And we've got that one. We're going to get both of them here flashing. Okay. We're going to set up device. After that, it may take a little bit to update the device. We're going to let that go ahead and update. But while it's updating the firmware, I'm just going to walk you through some of the things that we're going to need for today's install. So we've already got our ladder out. Ladder's going to be a big piece of the install. We're going to put them on the walls, not on the ceiling, because we're going to get better angles going into the wall. So we're going to need a drill driver. So we've got the drill driver. We're going to need our drill bits. We're going to need a Phillips head for these today. I've went ahead and already looked at it. We don't really need a template or anything because they've got mounting brackets with them, so that'll be relatively easy. And then we're going to need our phone to be able to get the correct angle we want, and that is just about it. So in the meantime, one thing we can go ahead and do is if you look at your base plate, you've got a base plate and a mounting bracket. The mounting bracket goes onto the wall and it says up on it in the direction that you want it to go. You've also got a base plate. This base plate has a retractable screw in it on the inside there that's going to go into the back of the camera. Now, once you get ready to mount these and put the cameras actually up, the base plate's going to go onto the wall, and then the mounting bracket is going to go onto it, cover it up, and snap into place. We're not going to do that yet because we obviously have to put it up first. What we can do is go ahead and mount the base plate to the camera and get that out of the way. So for that, we're going to need a regular screwdriver just because we don't want to put too much tension going into the actual camera itself. Or we can just use the Phillips bit that we're going to use in a second. So let's go ahead and get that set up. So you're going to use that, expose the screw like that, screw hole in the camera, mount that up, and just screw it in. And just like that, that step is good to go. We're going to go ahead and do that for the second one as well. Expose the screw, base plate, expose the screw, take your camera, match them up, tighten it up, and then the one thing you're going to want to do is turn your base plate to where the arrow for the top is actually facing up. Loosen the screw if you need to make sure you get this right. Get it where you want it, and then tension it down. Okay, so both of our cameras are going to be within the shop here, so it's showing us right now that the camera's mounting spot connection Wi-Fi is strong. You want to check it at the points, especially if you're doing it outside, before you mount anything. That way you know if you need to adjust your position based on the Wi-Fi strength, because you don't want to miss out on being able to get your video to your phone seamlessly. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and get these cameras put up. We're going to head over to our first location and show you exactly how to mount them. Let's go. Okay, so for the next step in the process, we're going to go ahead and mount camera number 1. We've got the camera, the drill, the base plate, and the screws. We've actually pre-drilled and set our drywall anchors here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our base plate, or our mounting bracket, excuse me, and we're going to put that up and tighten the first screw in just hand tight, so we can go ahead and get the second screw hand tight. We want these to match up before we start actually setting this permanently. And then we're going to go ahead and screw in the mounting bracket. You don't have to go overly tight on this. Drywall anchors are there for a reason. Okay. Now that that's done, we want to go ahead and take our camera, find the up position on it, match it up with the up position on the mounting bracket. So base plate to mounting bracket, and pull down to snap it in place. Next, we're going to take our phone, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right here as we set up this camera. So as you can see, we've got this camera set up. It's going to be a little bit delayed from the video because that's just how these Wi-Fi cameras are. But we want to move our angle till we can see the entire garage door right here and the entire main entry door over there. That's the main entry door to the entire shop. So any movement that comes in, we want to be able to see. And then we're just going to angle it so that it looks somewhat flat across the bottom. That looks good to me. So with that set up, let's go ahead and go over to the other wall and get our other camera mounted. Okay, so same thing here. We've got our screws preset. We're going to go ahead and take our mounting bracket and get that set. And then we're going to grab the drill. Whoops, forgot the drill. Be right back. We're going to take our drill and we're going to go ahead and get this screwed in. Okay. And then same thing, we're going to take our camera, match the up to the up, snap it down, and then go to our phone and make sure we get the right angle to be able to see the whole rear entry door. I'll get a little more on there. We've got a lot of junk on this side of the garage, but this will at least let me know if the garage door opens or closes, or if someone tries to come in the rear entry door, give us a little protection on the backhand side of the shop. So let's head back over to the workbench, and I'm going to show you some of the automations that I set up to make sure that I'm protected all the time, but I'm not getting a crazy amount of notifications with these Arlo cameras. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and set up some automations within the app, because I don't need these cameras giving me notifications all the time. I only need notifications in the evening when someone, if they're in the shop, would be doing something nefarious or trying to steal, or I just want to know if someone's out here. I may give somebody access, but I want to know when they enter, when they leave, and it'll notify me of those things. So we're going to go ahead and go to the app, pop it up right here, and we're going to go from the cameras to routines. We're going to add an automation. We're going to do a schedule. And we're going to select every single day. And the way I want it set up right now is that every day at 9 o'clock, let's do 9:30 p.m., we are going to change the mode to arm away, and we're going to save that. Now we want it to disarm in the morning because same thing, I don't need notifications during the day. My exterior cameras will let me know that. But I want to add an automation schedule for every day that at 7 a.m. these cameras will go into standby mode. Save that. And just like that, we've got automation set up for our cameras. Now, if you go to your dashboard in the Arlo app, you can see that you've got the 3 different modes at the top. You can at any time, let's say I'm going to be gone for the weekend, or I'm going to be gone on vacation for a week, or I'm out in the shop and I want to know if somebody's coming in and out so they don't surprise me. I can easily just click arm away. Boom, it's armed away, it sent me a notification, and now any movement that crosses into the zone of those cameras, it will send me a notification. And that's important because I don't like people sneaking up on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it back to standby and be right back with my review on these cameras, how easy they were to install, and my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts from the back of the golf cart here on the Arlo system. I thought it was one of the easiest camera systems I've ever installed. The cameras were easy to unpack, they were easy to assemble, relatively easy to download and update the firmware. It just needed the Wi-Fi, so as soon as I put them on the Wi-Fi, everything updated automatically. The mounting was very easy, no hard locations. They came with wall mounts. They're adjustable adjustable ball joint mounting brackets, so it's really easy. Arlo is very versatile, it's very easy to use, and it's 2K quality, but they're not super expensive. So for what I'm using it for, it was definitely worth the money. I'm gonna do a future video on all the different automations and digital setups you can do with the Arlo cameras, but I think for today's unboxing, install, setup, and review video, that was a really good insight into what Arlo cameras can do. So, like I said before, the links are in the description below. I appreciate you watching. If you found any value in today's video, please hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one.